You're listening to the Talkbox Show. You're listening to the Talkbox. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you're listening to the Talkbox Show. You're listening to the Talkbox. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Talkbox.
Oh, okay. Hey, you guys, it's your girl Sonya G here on the Talkbox. We got a great episode for you on today. We gonna wind down with the actress Kelsey Delemar. We have her in the place today. So everybody welcome Kelsey. And I just want to tell you, Kelsey, thank you so very much for flying out from LA today to come and be on the Talkbox.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I would like to say on that flight, though, they was trying to hold your luggage when I came to pick you up today.
They were taking forever. Everybody, we just standing there like, where are the bags? They had Phoenix come, all these places come, but
and they and the little security guard kept telling me, no, you can't keep staying there.
Right, gotta
I'm
go
like,
around.
she's on the way out. She's on the way out. But but again, thank you for coming, flying in and being on the show. You are a brilliant and upcoming actress, and I am excited for you and with you. So tell me, when did you figure out that you wanted to be an actress?
well, I didn't figure it out until I was a little older, but I was kind of a little bit thrown into it in the second grade. Well, a little bit before that with the family. You know, when we would have family things and we'd have to put plays on.
Yeah.
So that was like the first. But I'll never forget my second grade teacher, Miss Penix, told my mom, I was going to Smyrna Primary, that there's an art school that she thinks I should go into, Thurman Francis Arts Academy. And she said, I just feel like your daughter needs to be in the arts and you should, transfer to that school. So they did. And after that, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, high school, middle school, I've just only gone to art schools.
Go to art school.
Yeah.
Well, what I remember, and it might be a little clouded, but I remember your mom packing you guys up. For those who don't know, this is my beautiful and talented niece. I remember that your mom packed up and said that she was moving to Baltimore because my daughter wants to be an actress. And I said, how old were you when you moved?
We left Tennessee. I was 9.
I was thinking that you was younger than that, but
I was 8 or 9.
But my thought to her was, "Are you kidding me? Kids change what they want to be all the time, you know." But I am so thankful for your mom, to latch on to your dream. She has been a great support for you.
Has.
But I'm number 2.
Yes, you remind me that.
Now, I'm number 2.
I will say that when we left for Baltimore, right, like that was huge. That was like, the family.
Walk.
Everybody's in Tennessee, everyone in the South. We had no family in Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah. But the beautiful thing about it was like an opportunity for both of us. Because she had just graduated. She got a job at Johns Hopkins. And she found out, of course, like Baltimore School for the Arts. So it was like a win-win for both of us. And she's always been so supportive. So I'm so grateful she took that leap of faith.
Yeah, I am too. And just to see how you have metamorphosed into this beautiful young lady and talented actress. Tell the Talkbox people how many movies you been in, girl.
I have been in a total of 22 feature films and or short films. And a few series here and there. There's some web series that I did, but I like films. I don't know. Like, I like to have the book open and close. I've also never been like a series regular where it's like, that goes on for seasons. And so I don't know, but I do know I like film. So that's where I'm at right now.
But I know that you actually started out, I remember when you were going to Cal Arts out there in LA, and you were doing, what do they call those?
Theater.
Yeah, theater.
Yes. So
theater.
I definitely was a theater kid growing up.
Yeah.
All the art schools I went to, they really catered to acting for the stage. So that's what I was trained for, like musical theater with dance and singing on the stage. Yeah. But when I went to California Institute of the Arts, my eyes were just open to like so many other things that I loved. I don't know, like I didn't even think that I'd like screenwriting. I started to like to do that, directing.
Yes.
I never would have thought I'd want to direct. And then of course film. So that's kind of when my mental was like, I think I'm gonna little transition from theater to film. I don't want to forget about theater, but now
because that's where you started.
That's my heart. Yeah, that's like home for me.
Well, I tell you what, I remember when you graduated from Cal Arts, and it was so funny because you've always been this little quiet, meek mouse person, and we came up there and we went to one of your acting gigs that you had, I think on the campus, and I remember that you were cursing in that, and I was like, Kelsey, and you had such a strong voice in that, and it was like so different. It just, and I think that's when I became your second biggest fan, just seeing that. And then I also remember when you called yourself prepping the family that came to your graduation, and how you said, now there may be some stars here, Auntie, and don't embarrass me, don't ask for autographs or anything like that.
But also remember, I mainly had to prep y'all because of how liberal Cal Arts was.
It was very liberal.
The difference of the South to that, you know what I'm saying? So like, even when you're saying me cussing, that was, new, cussing more and being like just more vulgar, but getting into those characters, it was eye-opening. I'm glad they pushed me to those limits where I hadn't gone before. Yeah,
well, I'll tell you what, every movie that I've watched of yours, you look like a different person. So you're already great. But I am really looking forward to how far you're gonna take your craft. But back to your Cal Arts graduation.
I knew you were
when you see folk, and then I'm gonna tell you how we tried to embarrass you. We did it on purpose too. When she came across the stage, we were yelling, "Hey guys, hey," all of that. But that was nothing compared to everybody who walked across the stage with liquor bottles and everything like that.
They were turning up. They were turning up at graduation.
It was really a different, and I was like, well, she doing that Forrest Whitaker. Hey, what's up?
But what was funny to me is when we got Don Cheadle to speak, right? And the first thing he said on the mic was, yeah, it smells the same around here, because it was like weed in the air. It was like, dang, Cal Arts is just Cal Arts.
Yeah. So how did you feel also, since you mentioned it, that Don Cheadle did the commencement for you for school?
That was beautiful. I didn't even know. Amazing. And I didn't even know he was going to be speaking, and it was just so inspiring, everything that he did say to us. And I don't know, I knew from the day one that I set my foot on Cal Arts that I was gonna grow, and my artistry was gonna get stronger because of that school. So like, my whole experience there was nothing short of amazing. Every production I was in, I was able to play my first lead roles, first a lot at Cal Arts. So I have to give them a lot of credit for where I'm at right now.
So what year did you graduate from Cal Arts?
Okay, I'll tell you a little secret. So I walked across the stage in 2016, but I didn't graduate till a year and a half later because I didn't know that they still needed a few credits.
Oh, wow.
So I actually had to take some more classes.
Oh, wow.
But then I transferred the credits and now I have my CalArts degree and everything. But yeah, they just let a lot of my friends too didn't ever get their degree. They just let us all walk.
Wow.
We didn't know.
Well, everybody was high. So they're like, yeah, all right, you go, type thing. So,
but I'm a graduate now. I got my degree finally.
So that's a plus. In the CalArts, and then once you graduated and started branching out and putting in for different roles and things like that, what were some of the challenges that you faced? Because it may be someone who desire to be an actress. So what are some of the challenges, and then what are the great things about it?
Great things. Okay, so we'll start with the challenges. I know for me, like I said, at CalArts, I was really blessed to always be in a production, always working. I was always busy. And I learned as I've gotten older, I thrive the best when I'm busy. I feel like when I'm productive, I'm just happier. I'm about it. Yeah. But
I think that's a family trait.
Probably. We have a lot of workaholics in our family. But I will say that when you take that leap of faith, like I did, and I had a corporate job and I was acting and I had, my administrative position to have a regular check coming in. But what I found, because I'm I can be a little bit of a perfectionist at work, even if it's just putting in account, numbers and stuff. I was so focused on my admin position, I was neglecting my art. And I kept praying to God, like, I'm not gonna grow, I'm not gonna advance if I try to divide myself like this, because I'd be too tired to submit for auditions. So I took a leap of faith and I quit. And I will say that I was able to thankfully, get some roles and that kind of thing. But one of the challenges that I will say to anybody who wants to just go full force, there will be your highs and there will be your lows. There'll be times where I'm like working, I'm on a set every single day, new production. And then there's like a little dry spell. And it's like, what's going on? Like, I need somebody to do something, like, call me. Yeah, like, is y'all get myself taped? Do you need another one? Like, what's going on? So during that is when I did have a little bit of depression. Because I wasn't working. I wasn't doing what I loved. Then I felt like I made a bad choice and I just was second guessing everything. But, I also believe in divine timing.
That's right.
And so during that depressive state, what I did was soon after COVID came, right? And things slowed down even more because nobody wanted you to come and do live auditions or like, film world was still figuring things out with the compliance and all that. So with even less work, I just kind of got so down. It was kind of a dark time, but I just wrote my feelings. I just started writing and writing and writing. I was writing poetry. I was writing songs. I was screenwriting. I just needed some kind of outlet. And I will say, honestly, if we didn't have the pandemic, I don't know if I would have ever picked up the pen and wanted to screenwrite or wanted to, make music. Like, I was just finding out all these things that I enjoyed doing because I needed something.
Well, it's just like what our parents and grandparents have always said. Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
And we can take those things and make it an asset instead of deficit.
That's true.
I will say this. My favorite movie happened to be your first one. One of my favorites.
Okay.
And the first one is Thanksgiving at the Carters. You guys, I'm telling you, that's not a main role for you, but the movie is so great. Every Thanksgiving, you guys, y'all need to pull out Thanksgiving at the Carters. It's a great movie, and you played magnificent, in that movie. What's your favorite movie that you've played in? Do you like playing the starring role? I know that's a dumb question, but the starring role, or you want to just be in the back?
Honestly, it depends, right? Like Thanksgiving was my first movie, and I had so many like thoughts about that character because she, used to be a stripper, and the whole thing is she's going to meet this family, and like she has this past and all that. But every production I'm in, I learned so much, so it's very hard for me to choose a favorite, especially and we've talked previously about this. Part of those 22 films that I've done, they're not all out yet, right? So I don't even know if my favorite hasn't even been, you know what I mean? I haven't even seen it. But at this moment, I would maybe say that I maybe would say maybe Sweet Dreams is my favorite.
Oh, wow.
And you know why, though?
Wow.
You know why?
Why?
Because one, I think it was like my second lead ever in a film. And two, that was the first time I played a character whose mind was so complex and like she just had a lot going on mentally.
Yeah, she was going on.
And that was the first time I like delved into that. And so, and it's funny because now it's this running joke I have with some friends and my director and actor friends. They're like, nah, baby, you play bad and crazy too well. That's all you're gonna get now. Because I just did another psychological thriller with the character who has, Yeah. But I just the mind is so complex, and I love complexity and characters. I love depth. So whenever I'm given something meaty, that's why I said it doesn't have to be a lead, as long as the role is like fulfilling in a way that she has layers.
A little bit of weight and some layers to it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Sweet Dreams, I know that you called me, either you or your mom won, and you was doing the red carpet event for that, and you said that was your first starring role.
That was
or one of the first ones.
One of my first leads. Yes,
one of the first
it was
leads.
My first premiere.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Give me the actor jargon. So you and your mom called me on a Tuesday. I want to say might have been Wednesday, and said, "Auntie, you've got to come. You've got to come." Oh, okay, I'll come. When is it? Tomorrow.
It was like I think you had like 2-3 days.
I had 2 days.
Yeah,
so you called on a Tuesday, and it was on a Thursday, I believe, or something like that. Whatever. What day was it on? Friday?
I thought it was on Friday, but maybe I don't know.
If it was on a Friday,
my mind of that day was all over.
Yeah, but if it was on a Friday, that means you called me on Wednesday, because I only had 2 days.
You did.
I did, and I'm like, hey, I'm there. I'm there. That's why I come when you get your Oscar. I get the other ticket. Y'all gonna hear me say that again.
She reminds me. But you know what else? Do you remember on the way to that premiere? And I almost had a little moment because we missed the red carpet. We were on our way. Everyone was getting their makeup done. I call. Everyone's texting me like, "Where you at? Where you at?" I'm calling people like, did the movie start? They're like, no, we're waiting for you. But yeah, they had to pull the red carpet and everything. But
well, I want to invite you guys also to watch Sweet Dreams. It's on Tubi. And it is a great movie. However, I'm in the ministry, and this movie, she do have so many layers. Do you remember what I said to you at the premiere? We're watching it. Number one, y'all, I was like, country as cornbread. I live here in Tennessee, so fly out to go to a premiere. And that was the first time, though, that I saw you and your name up on the movie screen when it started going. And so I resorted back to my country roots, and I took out my phone and was taping the show to get your name on the thing. But I remember saying to you, where is my oil? Because I need to anoint you down, because you were doing a little bit of everything on that movie.
Doing a little.
But that was a very, very good show.
Thank you.
Also, that was a great movie too. Once we got to going, but that was something. You played that part, girl.
Yeah,
you played that part.
It takes you on a ride.
Yeah. Now, what's the last movie that has come out?
Okay, so funny thing is, 2 movies dropped at like the same day last week, and I was trying because I don't care if I have big part or small part. I'm gonna promote whatever production I'm in, but it was like I wanted to give them both love, right? So the first one was False Pretenses, which is a murder mystery movie. And that was in Philly. And we had the premiere. We had like a press tour. We had one in Atlanta, Philly. And so that came out like a week and a half ago, just recently.
Okay, what's the name of it again? Tell them.
False Pretenses. It's on Tubi. It's a murder mystery. You're going to love it because when I watch it with people, they never guess or suspects who did the deed. So it's going to take you on a journey too. Okay. And then the one that dropped just recently after it is Gaslight, which is another psychological. I
watched that last night.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I watched it last night.
You got to tell me your thoughts on it.
Oh my God. I said every movie, she getting crazier, baby.
Like, why?
You is playing that part. You playing that part, so that's good. And that's on Tubi too. I think I watched it on Tubi.
We just had a little cast rap party and people came out and we got to talk about that was a really cool experience because we filmed Gaslight in like 5 days.
Oh wow.
And we did not there was one night where we literally were working for 36 hours. Now, there was a couple little naps people was trying to get in. But my thing is, when I'm kind of in it, I don't want to get out of it. So there were times, I'm not going to lie, I was like mentally, because once again, it's a psychological thriller. My character, she was going through some stuff.
You could tell you was in it.
Yes.
Baby, you were crazy.
It takes a toll on you. You know what I mean? Staying in that world and like being at that level. So mentally, you can be exhausted, physically, emotionally,
So what do you do to get prepared for those type roles or any role? What do you do so that you can step into it? Yeah.
Well, first what I do is like before, like let's say I haven't met my scene partner or co-star or whoever I'm working with, I like to really just get into the head of my character. Why is she like this? Did something happen to her? Has she always been like this? Like, what's the history that if it hasn't been handed to me in the script that I'm about to create to make this the most authentic that I can? And then when I get to my partner or co-star, building on that relationship so it can, be authentic as well. Because a lot of times, like in Gaslight, we had been dating for a long time. So my co-star, awesome. He was great to work with, but we had never worked with each other before. So we were both also learning each other's like language with that. But it turned out.
Well, y'all had some chemistry there. It was good. Like I said, I intentionally waited and watched it last night because I knew I was gonna pick you up from the airport today. So I intentionally watched it, and that was great. So how did it become that you dropped the two so close together? The two movies.
That's the thing, right? So like I said, I'm just now starting to get into directing and producing and screenwriting. But so when I did these films, strictly acting, right? They give me the script, I do my job, and then I'm done. So when the movie goes into production, that's why a lot of times, like I don't really know when a lot of my movies are gonna come out because so many things go into that. Distribution, who's gonna push it, what streaming platform are you trying to get it on? So all that can take anywhere from like a month to a year and a half.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting there, you look just like your mom. Oh my gosh, you look just like your mom sitting there. I'm going, is that my sister over there?
Oh, they say what? We turn into our parents, right?
Yeah. So, what is your next venture? What do you want to do next?
Venture. Well,
what would you like to do? What type of movie would you like to do?
Okay. What type of movie? I would love to do action. Things where I can, show some athleticism, do my own stunts. I love that. I'd love to like really be like in a total action movie. I would love that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think I can see you in an action movie, I would say. But So this career path that you're on, I want to talk about the premiere that you had here for us here at in our hometown.
December, yeah.
Yeah, back in December when you had the premiere and you did everything.
Yeah.
To get it. So tell us what roles did you play and tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so you remember, like I said, when the pandemic happened, I was writing a lot. I had a friend in Canada who really convinced me that like my writing, because of my background in theater and acting and dancing and music, he's like, if you could make it where you could just pretty much spearhead that whole movement of putting it together in its own project, you should do it. And at first, like I told you, I would never saw myself as anything but what I had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thought. I think sometimes we all can just put ourselves in a box.
Yeah.
But I started writing, and then the music that I wrote kind of made sense with this storyline that I was creating. And so then I had this crazy idea to screenwrite a movie and also songwrite all the songs so the music is original, sing the songs myself, direct the movie myself, cast the movie myself. Like, I was a location scout, a casting director, a producer, writer, executive. Like, I wore way too many hats.
Had so many hats on.
I had to, though, at that time, because it wasn't like I wanted to, but this was my first venture. So the budget I was working with, I could only hire but so much help. You know, I hired my videographer, I hired the actors and the locations and the prop. You remember when I needed a car?
Yeah.
And I'm in Tennessee, like calling my aunties, like, yo, I need like a convertible. Somebody has one down there. Like all of that was like kind of on me and my family and friends that helped me.
Yeah,
like
I'm in that movie.
You are. You are. I'm
in that movie. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in the wedding scene.
You are.
I am.
And that premiere though that I had for the family in December, that was actually, if I think about all the premieres that, because I'm always nervous when I watch myself. I'm just so critical of myself that I think I'm gonna be that way forever. But I was super nervous watching that with the family and friends in Tennessee because, well, one, I think was the first time the family saw me in my element. And then two, because I was over everything, it was like, oh my, like that was my whole baby. And I'm like, you remember I got up from my seat and I just walked to the back of the room and I'm standing in the back like this.
Looking at everybody's face, trying to see what reactions they were giving.
I was going through it.
I believe that our family that was there, we were just in awe. Especially when we were told that you did everything, that you wrote the music, you sang every song, you directed, you were acting, you did it all, and that's a great accomplishment. And when we can accomplish things like that, those are the things that you need to tuck away so that when hard times come, you won't be moved by that. And know that, again, something we say on the Talkbox Show, that the glass is not half empty, it's half full.
That's true.
And it's a testament that we all need to reach for our dreams. Reach for the stars. I believe that we have permission and authority. I said almost every show, we have permission and authority to live an abundant life, and you are abundantly living. And I am so excited, and I'm so glad that I'm gonna be the one with you when you get your Oscar. Yeah! I mean, like that, and I promise you, I'm not going to embarrass you at the Oscars. I'm not going to yell or nothing. I'm going to go ahead and yell before it starts.
Okay.
So that I don't embarrass you, okay?
I believe you. You'll keep your shoes on too?
Oh, now that I can't promise.
Oh, Lord.
Because I'm always barefooted. But would you like to tell the Talkbox what you have coming up, or for them to look for and where to look at and all of that? Let me say one other thing.
Okay.
I said you are one of the few people, you and my other niece, Tiffany, y'all are one of the few people that I love to Google other than me. I said, I'll Google me too, but I said, let me Google Kelsey, see what she been doing. So just in case you think this is a fake show, Talkbox, you need to Google her. Spell your name, baby. Spell your name. Let them know who you are.
Kelsey Delemar, KelseyDelemar.
Yes. And before we go, I want you to just spit out some of the names of the movies that you're in that's out that they can watch.
Out. Okay. So like we said, the latest is Gaslight, just dropped a few days ago. False Pretenses is also fairly new. We got One More Dream that was filmed down in Tennessee.
Yeah.
We got Queen of the Trap House 1 and 2. I'm only laughing because that movie... Yeah. Some people just really ride for that movie and just want me to stay in that light, all up in your face. But what else do we got?
Trap City.
Trap City isn't out yet.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can't wait till it gets out.
Okay.
I clearly like the trap. Queen of the Trap House, Queen of the Trap City. I can't wait till
all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. You made me forget what I was gonna say. But I'm looking forward to seeing you up on the big screen. I love seeing you there. I want to take this time out to give you your flowers now by saying I'm so proud of you, and I want you to continue to keep striving. Break through the ceiling. Oh, I know one that you should let people know on PBS.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yes.
That was really great. So on PBS there's a film called Alpha Kappa Alpha, Legacy of Service, where Felicia Rashad is the narrator, and it goes into the history of AKAs, and I portray Ida Louise Jackson. And it was set in the 1930s, 40s. It was way back in the day, and
but it's
we
history.
got to get it was nice.
So because we need to know our history
for sure.
But I just want to thank you. It's good to have a little bit of connections where folk will fly in from LA to come on your brand new Talkbox. That's why y'all don't know nothing about Sonya G and the Talkbox.
Period.
But I do thank you for taking out the time to fly out here, and because I want everybody to know that you are doing your thing and you are enjoying life to the fullest. So is there anything else you'd like to share with my audience?
I guess I can talk about that premiere. So I can't give you guys an exact date, but the film that we were talking about that I wrote, directed, and wore so many hats will be coming out in a few months. And so look forward to that as well. Of Jesus.
What's the name?
Oh, I thought you said in the name, like I'm supposed to. I thought we were like saying, in the name of Jesus, it's coming out.
What's the name?
Still editing that film. It's called The Heat. Kelly S. and The Heat. The music will also be released separately. But, yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you guys so very much for sharing your time with Sonya G here on the Talkbox. It's been great. And so you know where to catch me. And we will see you guys really, really soon. But don't you forget to subscribe in the link. I believe it's below on the YouTube channel. so that you won't miss any of the episodes. You never know who Sonya G might have sitting on the talk box. Have a good day.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, you're listening to the Talkbox Show. You're listening to the Talkbox. Let's talk about it.